As we spring. All right.
Go. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome to What's in the Glass, episode 6. Today, we're talking about Loire Valley Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, and there's so much to talk about. And the Loire Valley is an amazing place to get white wine, red wine as well, but white has totally dominated. And I read somewhere that if the Loire Valley was the internet, the influencer would be like Sancerre. I was like, that's a really cool sort of like modern take on like how people the region.
Yeah,
the wine.
Sancerre is definitely the benchmark for the area. But we're going to know about 3 different areas, as well as Sancerre, that, you know, are fantastic, are great food wines. And I think kind of really hold up.
I think so too.
Sancerre.
Personally, one of the reasons why I think we're doing this is because they get no love. They are hard to pronounce. They always have the village name on the label because they're French, and so a lot of people don't even know that they're Sauvignon Blanc. And people have been really gravitating towards Sauvignon Blanc. Like, used to be Chardonnay all the time, but you work in a restaurant. What have you noticed?
I work in a restaurant, and as you know, as people come in, they start trying different things. One of the main things they really want is Sauvignon Blanc, and one of the main pairings is always Sancerre. Recently, just because of growing seasons and the way it's gone, Sancerre's price has skyrocketed to where it's a little less accessible for by the glass board, or something to have as a daily sipper. So we want to give you kind of different options that you can have that are just as good, just as well food, and are similar in style. So first off, we're going to go with Andre Bourgeois. How do you say it again? Haute Victoria?
Oh, Victoria.
Oh, Victoria.
Yeah. But this is from
So
a region called Quincy.
Yeah, Quincy.
If you like it, you can call it Quincy.
Fun, like you're in Mass. So this is about 50 miles west of Sancerre on the Cher River. So this has mostly sandy, schisty soil, rocky, but not as much limestone as we'll see kind of later on. But let's check it out.
Yeah, let's check it out. I mean, already from the nose, you get that amazing grapefruit note.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to find this all the way through. So this is going to be kind of a really interesting splitting of hairs almost, because they're all the same grape variety. They're grown in pretty close proximity to each other, generally speaking.
I think from west to east, we're going to go about 75 miles.
About 75 miles. But that's kind of the beauty of wine, is that like even within such a small area, there can be vast differences. Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
See, I really like Quincy. I find, and I say Quincy, however.
Whatever, just drink
But
it.
yeah, just enjoy it. It's fine. It's fine. Have fun. But I think it's really nice. It's really bright. I think you get a little like that flintiness.
I agree.
You get a like that nice minerality. The grapefruit's on the nose, but not over the top on the palate.
It's got a nice green note to it.
Yeah.
I like it, you know. So if you're pairing things with green vegetables, it's one of the banes of people's existence when you're talking wine pairings. Here, go for it. You're in good hands there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, I gotta see what the similarity is to the Menatou Salon.
So let's go next. Menatou Salon. It's a local event. This is going to be about 15 miles east of Quincy. This is going to be actually on the Loire River, right? So a little bit further up the Loire River from where Sancerre is going to be. But this is where we start to introduce limestone into the soil. A little less schisty, a little less sandy, and a little bit more minerality.
These wines are already so different. I mean, right off the bat, I mean, you're getting the same sort of grapefruit notes to it, but there's like an higher accent of the minty note here, for me at least. And then there's also a little bit of a bitter note that I wasn't getting in the last one.
No.
Like almost like an almond skin. So that's
this. I didn't get as much grapefruit on the nose as I did with the Quincy. I find that as like if you're a New Zealand wine drinker, New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc drinker, I say the Quincy is probably more of your avenue. It's that brighter, that little bit of grassiness and grapefruit.
Yeah.
Where this has
a little bit more lemon.
A little bit more lemon, a little more structure, much more acid. I find on the palate.
Absolutely. I'm not getting a whole lot of tropical notes just yet. I think I'm going to get them more in the Sancerre. That's mine. Yes. Educated guess, if you will.
Yeah. No, it's really nice though.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. But 2 different styles, and again, 15 miles apart. Just how much that can change.
It's a lot of fun.
Also you're getting further away from the ocean, further inland. I don't know what that changes, but In this sense, because it's so far inland, I don't know, it's not getting coastal breezes,
No, but
but wind can follow the river, so
Yeah.
it can't break apart.
this area is also famous for having a lot of fossils, so a lot of shells. Whenever we're doing some research, and all of the pictures that they showed of the soils was all like just decomposed seashells and mollusks and things like that.
Definitely.
All right.
All right. So next, we're going with the big guy.
We're gonna go. Let's see how the Sancerre holds up, huh?
Yeah. So this is
So
Jean-Marc
this is-
Crochet.
Jean-Marc Crochet. There are a few crochet families in Sancerre. I think they're all good. Like Lucien Crochet is very, very famous. And those wines are spectacular. But Jean-Marc is no schlump either.
No,
So,
let's give him a go.
yeah, this is one of the smallest productions. So this winery only makes about 4,000 cases a year. So it's like a micro winery, if you will. Ooh, right off the bat, you're getting a lot more like floral notes here. Maybe almost some apple, some green apple.
Yeah, some green apple.
Mm.
It's nice. It's where you have the bright fruit here, and then the Quincy, you have kind of the more minerality driven, the higher acid in the Menatou Salon. This is kind of a middle ground of both.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has a hay quality to it as well, like a chamomile that
Yeah.
I was not expecting at all. Some Sancerres can be pretty ripe, I would say. And maybe this is a vintage-driven Sancerre, so this is a 2020. 2020, I guess, was a cooler year. And so it has a little bit more of those docile flavor profiles rather than being like really expressive, because I actually haven't had a Sancerre that tastes like this in some years.
No.
I feel like recently it's just been like so much papaya and
I think they've
pineapple.
been pushing out the fruit early too.
Maybe.
More vintages. You had the ale what 2 years ago. And
Yeah,
cooler
that
vintages.
would make sense here.
So you're kind of cooling down to the bright fruit session because it's warmer, you get more fruit.
yeah.
So maybe it's held back as they're in the picking season. I don't know.
Maybe
but
they're
it's
not
definitely
picking
more of a
earlier.
subtle style.
Yeah.
Where again, going back to the beginning, it's bright fruit, and it's just been the fruit's been downplayed as we've gone further east,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely, but there's
Yeah.
still a lot of fruit in
Oh,
it.
there is
so,
absolutely. The
Yeah.
high notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool.
For sure. This is really cool.
It's kind of fun. Yeah. It's a very interesting way to go about
All
it.
right. So
last but
I
not
would
least.
say that historically this one is my favorite, but being with its peers, it's always fun to check it out.
Yeah, and I think say 20. Oh, so we're doing La Perrier, Blanc and Fumé de Pouilly. It used to be called Pouilly Fumé,
Yeah.
but that was too hard, so we wanted to add a couple words, which makes the most sense. But really, I mean,
Yes.
from what I remember when I first started buying to now, Pouilly Fumé was kind of the top tier of Loire,
It was.
and then Sancerre just in the last 10 years took a stranglehold of it all.
Totally.
And maybe that's where the name changes to give it more unctuousness, to give it a little bit different style, to
Mhm.
maybe lend it to Burgundy and give it that panache. I don't know, but
It could make sense. I mean, I
this
feel
was
like
like the top tier
it was
for
the
a while.
top tier.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. When people cared about pronouncing things in a very French way, I guess. I don't know. Wine has so much haughtiness about it, like so much arrogance about it, and
And
we're
it
just trying to
should be. It's
downplay
fun.
that, And so I wonder if the pronunciation of Pouilly Fumé being more challenging than Sancerre was the reason why Sancerre,
it's possible.
took over. And Sancerre's just no slouch. I mean, it's a really good, region for wine.
It is.
So-
I mean, yeah. And this is about 15 miles now, or really not 15, but about 10 across the river, 10 to
It's
15
across
miles
the river, yeah.
from Sancerre. We're going east again, and
There's a lot of.
so this has
here.
the most limestone.
Yeah.
And we've kind of gradually gone from not really any limestone, you can say, to a little bit more as we're getting closer to the Loire River and the banks of that.
This also has a lot of mouthfeel to it. I feel like this is the biggest of the four wines. It has just a lot of viscosity here. I was
Definitely a richer style.
definitely richer. So if you're, wanting a richer dish, if you're more of a chicken eater, or you want to have something that's like a lot of fried food, this would go really well. I would say.
Yeah. And I think you're about to camp.
Yeah.
We're talking seafood here.
We're talking seafood. Yeah.
We're talking tuna. We're talking oysters. It's
Oysters, absolutely.
perfect. Clams, any shellfish really,
Mhm.
crab.
Mhm.
And if I buy the tuna, I probably lean more towards the
Pouilly
I'm not gonna
Fumé,
say the
yeah,
whole thing.
yeah.
Versus doing like the Quincy,
Yeah.
which is crisp, acid,
Right.
I want that. Go.
Exactly.
Even the Sancerre, like generally, like, this is a little bit more round from what we've been used to, but Sancerre is usually great oyster wine.
Absolutely.
It's just tuna poke. It can work.
Mm-hmm.
Like salmon with this would work really well.
I think salmon would be perfect for this.
Yeah.
Even like a mustardy salmon would be really delicious with that. So
Cool.
I think this was one of the best lines we've done,
Absolutely.
So we always try to bring our A game, but this is definitely one of the wine regions that both Brian and I are super into. I mean, Loire Valley is like
Loire's
a treasure trove of treasures.
Yeah, I mean, we talked in the rosé episode about Pinot Noir, like the Sancerre rosé, and the feel of that, and the acid in there. And I think it shows too. One day we'll do Pinot Noir from Loire, which I love.
We will.
I love
We have
Sancerre
to.
and Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
It's
We
awesome.
have to do a Pinot Noir segment where we do California to Oregon to France to South Africa.
We'll talk all different regions.
To New Zealand, even maybe if we can find one. I'm sure we can find one.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been
So,
to France.
yeah.
Actually, Andre Bourgeois has property
In Sancerre.
Yeah. No.
What,
Well,
no.
no, they have
They have
land holdings in Sancerre. They have
Yeah.
land holdings in Quincy, Menatou, Salon, all over.
all those.
But they have it in New Zealand.
Whoa.
They do a Pinot Noir
In
out
New
of
Zealand? Oh, fun! Wow.
yeah, I'm trying to I don't know why.
It's
in
okay.
that area.
There's a lot of
Marlborough.
Marlborough.
Thank
There you go.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
right. Cool. So I guess we're gonna do rankings and price points and all that jazz.
A 5 across the board.
Yeah, pretty much. No, but so Andre Bourgeois is probably around $15-$16 in a package, right?
Yeah. Okay.
For the
sounds
Quincy,
good.
yeah. Like I said, it's kind of the most approachable, I think,
Mhm.
of the grouping.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm gonna give it a. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I think it maybe a 3.8. I haven't had that many conceits, so I don't really have a huge benchmark for it. I really like it though, so I'm gonna say it could be a solid 4. Really.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
a 3.4 at Sauvignon Blanc in general. I think that I prefer it over, you get high grassy grapefruit or, other styles.
Yeah.
I think that the weight's there, the
The weight's
acid's there.
It's not a full bodied wine at all. Like
No.
definitely not like the Pouilly.
No.
So I'm actually on
Revisiting it back, I'm a little lower.
I'm gonna go lower too.
Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna go 3.5.
Yeah,
It-
I think that's the right spot for it.
Yeah. So I think that's solid. 3.5.
Yeah, I think it works. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good wine. Like
Yeah.
I said, I think you bring it to somebody's house or you're buy a dozen oysters and this is gonna be your aperitif.
Perfect.
It's a great little wine. It works well. Next.
What do you think? Isabelle Clement. This one.
I like this one.
I like this one too, and I like Menatou Salon because I don't know. I do kind of feel like there's usually a little bit of a richer note. To
I think it's a nice
Salons.
balance between the two. I think Menatou Salon struggles from what you said earlier and the name and people saying it and being like, I don't know what this is.
Wow, that's nice. But I'm gonna go 3.8 here. I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm
No.
gonna go 4.2
I
anything, but
think
3.8
is
is
the right spot.
solid. They're in the same price point, so you
Yeah.
can find them for about under 20, about 15, under 20. The reason why we're being so vague is because every market is different. So you know,
like Connecticut is very controlled.
Yeah.
They have a mid-model you can sell it for. Every
Exactly.
source built is based on that.
Yeah.
Whether you go
to
New York, Massachusetts,
or
whatever.
New Jersey, you might even be able to find them for $12
Because they have case breaks.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
do a different thing in terms of buying. The stores do, and the way it's controlled. So
Yeah. So
we can give you what you would pay for.
ballpark.
We can
Exactly.
pay for it, but
Connecticut
not
prices,
not
so.
exactly. That's what we
yeah. And then let's see. All right, let's taste it again because I feel like
The revisit's been huge.
the revisit has been very helpful. And that's what we call it in wine world. We call it revisiting. We don't call it drinking more.
No, this is professional. This isn't just so you can have more. That's good.
I really like this.
I really do too. I like it better on revisit than I did at
Better,
the beginning, which is better out to the other two.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 4.2 here. Maybe even a 4.3. I really like this. I'm sorry.
Someone's important. I'm not. Yeah, I think 4.41. I think it's good.
Yeah, 4.1. I like it. Yeah, so I would just say that know that this is a more leaner style of Sancerre because, like we said, there can be some richer styles. So don't think that this is indicative of a lot of Sancerres. It's a little bit more unique.
And there's different tiers, I guess, versus your style. So this is just as the entry level Sancerre for him.
Oh, so it's about $30.
$30, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a 4. I think it's a 4 all day long.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
And Perrier.
I think this is my favorite. So
I think I'd still go Sancerre over it, but I think it's very good. Like this, I think I'd go. That's a 4.42. This is 3.94.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I think,
4.
I think it's a shade under for me.
I do too. I agree.
I think
I
it's
agree.
a little weightier.
So the Sancerre was our.
Sancerre's the winner, and damn it,
Yeah.
we want to go out and prove that the other stuff is just it is Sancerre. I think they're all good, but
They're
it still
all good.
wins. Which
You
is
know-
the thing.
You're the king for a reason, right?
Yeah,
You have your like swag for a reason. Like
It's
people respect you because you overperform every single time. So
yeah,
okay.
and
It's
it
okay.
shows and does well, and
yeah.
you know. So actually, I don't know why this is in the middle. There's one, so this is in the middle. This guy's
And
over here.
This
and,
was our winner.
Yeah, Jean-Marc Pochet.
So let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Have you had a lot of Sauvignon Blancs? Do you like the region? Do you like Loire?
Are
Do
there
you...
other producers that we should be trying?
Yeah, I mean, you tell us.
Yeah, let us know. Like and subscribe. I guess there's a little bell button that you should hit too.
Yeah, there we go. Notifications.
Exactly, all that jazz. Thank you so much, and
Thank you.
we'll see you next week.
All right, take care.
Bye.